I have said simple, doable, sustainable so many times in so many different ways. I want to explain it to you today. I typically work with busy working women who want to lose weight. And so it has to fit in your lifestyle. It has to support the life that you have and that you want. If it is not simple, the weight loss, the steps for the weight loss, how to do it, you're not going to do it. It won't be doable. So simple steps, very doable, and that equals sustainable. You'll keep doing the things, you will keep losing weight, and you will maintain it. We are not looking for quick weight loss. I know that's what we want. I know that's what we want, right? As soon as we hear about the next diet, we're already envisioning it working for us. And then when we got into it, we realized it wasn't that simple. It wasn't that easy to keep doing it. And so then we were not able to sustain it. If you're like me, and I imagine you possibly could be, most of the people that listen to me have the same story that we have tried every diet out there. We've done all the things, and we're looking for that magic pill, that magic diet that helps us lose all our weight, and of course, as fast as it can happen. If it was so simple, does it need to be that fast? If it was so simple that you truly, not to sound silly, like, oh, it's a lifestyle change, but if it was so simple that it supported all of your healthy habits, it supported your life exactly the way you want your life to look, wouldn't it be easy to just do it forever? That is what I help with. That is what I teach. That is what you will learn when you work with me. We have very simple things: water, sleep, make a plan that we've thought through our day with, and then just eat to enough. Those are the simple steps that we practice. We keep it doable because those steps are simple. And then I help you when you're my client. I help you keep it simple. We are human and we have these human brains. Our human brain wants to overcomplicate it. It wants to tell us that's not enough. That's not fast enough. I'm not doing enough things. For it to really be important in work, it has to be more complicated. It has to be harder. And that's simply not true. We want to just have food and enjoy it. Let's figure out how to have that in a way that promotes our health. It keeps our weight where we want it to be at. The simpler it is, the more doable it is, the longer you're going to maintain this. You'll keep doing it. It'll be easy. It'll be so simple. It's sustainable. Sustainable to do and sustainable to keep the weight off after you've lost it. That's what I want to help with. So typically what happens, we have this idea, like I said, we want to overcomplicate it. And so then when we start to think through and we overcomplicate it, then it doesn't fit in our life anymore. It feels too hard to do. It feels like it's going to take too much effort for us. It costs too much money. It takes too much time. We have other responsibilities. And so we can't put it back into our schedule. If we keep it simple, it'll fit in our schedule. We also address, this is the second part, right? We also address a lot of times that we have to take care of everyone else. So when you are taking care of everyone else, if you're a busy woman, right? Busy with life, busy with your children, busy with your family, busy at work, right? And we have somehow figured out how to have all of that working, it just 100 spinning plates in the air. But we never give ourselves one of those spinning plates. We haven't given ourselves that time to figure things out. So this is going to feel different for you. So hear me when I say it's like 5 to 10 minutes a day and maybe like half hour on the weekend, right? So if you work with me, you'll have just a little bit of time each day that you plan. And this is where you set yourself up for success. You're used to thinking through what your kids need for practice, for their school permission slips. When you're at work, you know about every deadline. You know about every moving piece of every puzzle and when it needs to be done by and how it's going to fit in. And even when you feel like you don't have time to make it all fit, somehow you keep doing that. You can give yourself a few minutes a day, just a couple, right? You're going to make this plan that says, these are the things I'm going to have. Usually that's my opportunity to go grab something out of the freezer. On the weekends, I look at my schedule for the week ahead and I look for any really busy days. I look for anything that like is going to happen in my day that I think, oh, I'm probably going to be exhausted. If you had a big project at work, you would know ahead of time and you would probably be like, we're ordering lunch in because it's all hands on deck today. We are not going to even break for lunch. You can decide that ahead of time with just all of your meals. Not that you're ordering lunch in, but you can look at your schedule ahead of time and say, like, I can already anticipate this. You are a successful woman. You might be a successful mom. You are definitely successful in so many areas of your life, including your work. You are usually the most valued person at work because you get the things done. So give yourself a couple minutes. We can get this done for ourselves. And I'm going to teach you how to make it super simple. Super simple. We like to overcomplicate it because then sometimes it makes it too hard for us to want to start it. And sometimes that feels like the relief. It's too hard. I'll just do it some other day when my life settles down. It feels overcomplicating. It actually is an excuse. I know, right? And so as you're thinking that, like, oh, I'll have to do it some other day when life calms down, you're making it harder so that you can get out of doing it. I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be hard. I intentionally will keep telling you how to keep it simple, how to keep it so doable. And then we'll work on all that stuff that your brain's telling you. It has to be complicated. It's not enough. It's not going to work because it's not enough. It does work. It's worked so many times for so many women. We just have to give ourselves permission to let it be simple and to give ourselves a couple minutes a day to put it in our life. We do this for all those other areas that I mentioned. You deserve a little bit of that too. So when people meet with me weekly for personalized private one-on-one coaching, what they're going to do is they're going to come to that appointed time, whatever we can work out that fits in your schedule. We'll have a dedicated time for you. If you need to schedule it each week at a different time, we can do that. If you want the same time every week, a lot of people have found that they like the one time every week so they can put things around it, but we can be flexible. When you come to that coaching appointment, that personalized private call, it's private. You can talk to me about anything that you want. I'm here to support you. We're going to talk about, of course, all of your habits, all of the weight loss, all of those things to keep making that simple. We're also going to talk about what comes up, because what comes up is I feel like I'm not eating enough. I feel like I'm still having a hard time with weight loss sometimes. And so we get to dial in, like, where is our brain spinning us off into Neverland? And what exactly is the situation? Like, what exactly is going on so that we can create a personalized solution for you again and again and again. So what I ask of you, this is the agreement I need you to make. I need you, when you become a client of mine, I need you to show up to your coaching calls. And like I said, we can schedule those when you need them. I need you to be open to trying new things, even when you don't think it's going to be important, even when you don't think it's going to work. Just be open to trying it. Sometimes we're open to trying it because it's going to teach us something. It's going to help us understand what's going on in our body or help us experience something a certain way so that we feel what it feels like. It's going to help us have lots of tools so that when we go forward, we know what to do. The third thing that I ask for you to do is, in this agreement, is that whatever you try, I want you to bring the results back to me. So in that coaching session, you're going to bring whatever needs to happen. If you are having a fight at work, if you are feeling excluded from, you got passed over for a promotion and it's upset you, those are things that we typically eat over. If it's that your habits are just not in place, or we are giving all of our time away to everyone else and not leaving for ourselves, we maybe work on your body image or like feeling okay in your body, even where it's at now. I'm not saying this is going to be your end point to just happy and move on, but you can appreciate your body. And so like, if it's not being appreciated, you're not going to feed it. It's like the little puppy or the houseplant. If you're not loving yourself, if you're not loving your body, you're not going to take great care of it. And then you'll never get to where you're like, this is a body I'm proud of. This is what I wanted. This is what my dream was. So There's lots of things that are moving pieces. Not everybody has all of these. They're very common with a lot of people, but we're going to work specifically with what you have going on, what works most in your schedule, what works most for your personalized solution. That is how we're going to do that. So, like I said, 3 things is what you're committing to. You are committing to showing up to your coaching. You are committing to being open to try new things. I'm not saying they all need to be successful or you have to do them perfectly. Just be open to trying them. And the third thing, bring all the results back to me so that we can make a new game plan and keep learning together. The idea is that you work with me for 6 months. And it doesn't have to be like, boom, 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 it's work. No, we work together. I am going to guide you through this. I see what's going on. I hear, even when you don't realize like what the issue is, I can pinpoint that issue for you really quick with the experience I've had with my own personal journey, helping other women. I can pinpoint that for you really fast. And then we can work specifically on what's going to move you past that. So for 6 months, we're going to get you a set of skills, just like when you're at work and you're learning a new job. You are going to get a set of skills. You already know so much about your body. Just tying that back together, like this actually means this. Your body's actually asking you for this. This is how you pivot when things happen. This is what would be the most important thing. Just like when you're learning a new job, you kind of are trying to figure out what the most important things are. That's the part I help you with. You're going to get that set of skills so that at the end of the 6 months, you will have definitely lost weight and you will have all the skills you need to continue losing. I would love to be able to promise you, like I talked about in the beginning, that super fast weight loss. If I could say you could lose all your weight in 6 months, great. That would be great. And I would wave that magic wand for you all day long. But what I can do for you and be truthful with you is that you will lose weight and you will have all the skills. They will be simple, they will be doable, and you will be able to sustain this. This will not be something that you cannot wait to be done with. You will know how to include all your favorite foods. You will know how to pivot when life changes, when you've got your lemons, right? We will figure out how to do all that. And I will help you. I will show you. I will guide you. I will support you. And I will hold you accountable. If this sounds like something that you are like, this is exactly what I needed. It's completely different than I've ever heard of before, but this is what I need. Schedule a real quick call with me. It's called a personalized solutions call. I'm going to ask you some questions about what's going on and what your life looks like. It's about a 30-minute call. So it's quick and easy. You get to schedule a time that works for you. And we'll talk about creating a plan customized just for you. So the first step is going to be get on that call. You're going to schedule that at coachingkara.com/free call. And I cannot wait to talk to you. See you next week. That wraps up another empowering episode of the Concierge Weight Loss Podcast. I hope you found inspiration and actionable insights that will propel you towards your weight loss goals. If you're ready to dive deeper and accelerate your progress, don't miss out on our free 5-day quick start weight loss course. Head over to coachingkara.com/free course to gain access to a wealth of valuable resources, guidance, and support. The time for change is now, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Remember, your transformation starts with a single step. Take that step today and unlock the life you deserve. Stay tuned for our next episode, and remember to keep striving for greatness.